What's going on, everybody? This is TAETRO. Today I want to take a closer look at the Komplete Kontrol M32 because the official scripts are out for it and it actually works really well with Ableton Live. Let's check it out. Alright, so first things first, if you like this hoodie, you can actually get it at the link in the description. I've got merch and I recently switched my merch provider to Teespring and it allows me to have much lower prices, so my merch is really affordable. It might be below the video sometimes, but also the link is in the description if you want to get a cool hoodie like this. But also, if you enjoy live electronic music performances, tutorials, and content to make you a more productive producer, you should hit that subscribe button down below. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I'm putting a ton of beat videos up there throughout the week. But let's get into talking about the Komplete Kontrol M32 with Ableton Live. Initially, I had a lot of issues getting the Komplete Kontrol M32 to work the way it's supposed to. Basically, I was plugging it in and I was only getting the template MIDI mode, which is not what I wanted. And I figured this was just because I had it before release and that the scripts weren't out yet, but then they released that video with Mad Zach where he's like full on controlling Ableton with it, and I was like, whoa, how do I do that? So I updated the firmware and I still had no luck. My friend Mick from Native Instruments helped me out a lot, and he pointed me in a couple different directions. I'm not sure which one of these solved the problem, so I'm going to let you know both of them. One involves moving around some files, and I'm not going to show you how to do that because it's different on Mac and Windows. I'm just going to leave a link in the description to Native Instruments site so you can see how to do it. It's basically just copy and pasting files from a Native Instruments folder to an Ableton folder. Second thing I had to do was make sure that Ableton and Komplete Kontrol were fully updated, which my Ableton was and my Komplete Kontrol was not. As soon as I updated it, I was able to set up the M32 with Ableton Live. Now, if we take a look at my Ableton preferences, you can see how I have it set up. If I go to Live, Preferences, Link in MIDI, find the Komplete Kontrol, and I'm going to select Komplete Kontrol A. Then go ahead and drop down, and I want Komplete Kontrol M DAW. This is key here because before I only had Komplete Kontrol M32, which you would think makes sense. You think that's the right way to go. No, you need the one that says Komplete Kontrol M DAW. Once I have that set up, I always tick on track and I always tick on remote. Remote's what allows you to make your own custom MIDI mappings. Now, right off the bat, we're able to control Ableton Live's basic transport functions with play and stop. We can toggle the metronome on and off. We can toggle looping on and off for the arrangement view. And we can also tap tempo. This is super helpful. Pressing this knob will record in the empty selected clip on the armed track when I'm in track mode. And I'm punching out with the knob as well. If I didn't like that, I could go ahead and undo it. And if I wanted to redo it, just hold Shift and redo. Now this clip is not perfectly in time, but luckily there is a quantize button right here and everything snaps to the grid. Now if I press this record button here, it's going to turn on overdub record for this clip. So when I click play, I can record on top of it. Go ahead and quantize that. And now we have a clip. Now in regular track mode, these knobs will automatically assign to track volumes. If I hold Shift, I can mute the track. And I can also solo it. Also, when I hold Shift, these knobs become pan. Now, a lot of people are really not satisfied with the sounds that come within Ableton, or they just don't know how to use them. And a lot of people use external plugins, like Native Instruments' full library of plugins. So if I switch over to plugin mode, now these essentially become macro knobs for the instrument that I'm controlling. So this is one of UHE's synths, Repro 5. And now that I'm in plugin mode, these 8 knobs give me control over the sound. super convenient that I can see what I'm controlling on the little screen here. I can scroll through the different presets with the preset button here. I can also do that by going to browser and scrolling with the knob. You can see it's scrolling on the screen, and I can also see the titles of all the different presets here. And then I just click the button and I'm on that new preset. And I'm still in plugin mode so I can control. I really like that. Now, a lot of these instruments have multiple pages of knobs, and it usually tells you as you're scrolling through them. So the first page is filter and envelope, the second page is mixer and amp envelope, third page is oscillator A, fourth page is oscillator B. Let's add some drums to this. So again, going to track mode and recording. I have my quantization set too low, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. Now let's try using the built-in arpeggiator. So if I touch ARP and then I hit Shift ARP, I can actually edit what it's going to sound like. Between up, down, chord, change the rate. See what it sounds like. Let's go ahead and record that. Track, record. Quantize. So you can see how this workflow is really smooth. There's even a scale mode in here so that if you're not great at playing keyboard, you can set it to kind of lock in key. I'll show you that really quick. All right, so here we go. So say you know how to play a major scale, a happier sounding scale. Great, and let's say you wanted to make that sound a little darker, but you didn't know how to play minor like this. What you could do is go into scale mode, shift edit, and you can go ahead and change the root note of your scale, but also the type of scale. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to minor, and now instead of playing E flat, I'm just going to be playing E natural, and it's still going to sound minor. Just by playing the white keys, when in reality that should sound pretty major and happy. Alright, so what do you think of these latest updates for the Komplete Kontrol M32? It's becoming one of my favorite keyboards just because they nailed the Ableton integration so well, and I know that Native Instruments gets a lot of flack for it because I see it in my comments, people saying that Native Instruments gear doesn't play well with other DAWs, but this is perfect because I love using the sounds from Native Instruments and using Komplete Kontrol, but I'm also controlling my favorite DAW, Ableton Live. It's the best of both worlds. Let me know what you think in a comment down below. If you want to check out more about the M32, I've left a link in the description. And don't forget to check out the merch. And I use Teespring now, so it's way cheaper, way more affordable. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button down below if you enjoy live electronic music performances, tutorials, and content to make you a more productive producer. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share it with someone who might also find it helpful, maybe somebody who's thinking about getting the M32 or is just getting into music production. I'd be super grateful. Thank you so much for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.